Not sure if anyone has beaten me to it, but I'm going to make a tutorial about auto training using just the data editor. I know someone has used a turbo editor to do it, but I'm not going to use that one, so we can close it. Well, to start off, I've made some changes to the barracks training command so that I can train marines and they don't cost any minerals, so that I don't have to set a mineral amount when I'm testing. Well, next up, I'm going to create an effect. I'm going to create the effect train marine. As the name says, it's a train marine effect, so it will issue the order to train the marine. Next up, the ability that I'm going to order is the training ability of the barracks. And at position 0 in the barracks is the marine. If you're not certain, you can check. You will look. Chain marine, that's position 0. Reaper is 1, Ghost 2, Marauder 3. But we don't need those for this. If I wasn't training marines but marauders, for example, I would have set this value here to 3. Well, next up, let's change these values to source, since the effect isn't targeted at anything, but instead it has a source value. I don't know which of these 3 it uses, but to be safe I just set them all to source, and I'm certain that this will work. The most likely one that I'll need is just this one. Use to configure which units receive the order. The tooltip says it. Well, to continue, this one is done. Now, if I want to, let's say, limit it to only 1 marine, I would have to make a validator. A train marine validator. I've got a train marine validator. Now, what I've done, and what I forgot to do, I'll reopen the object properties, the validator type. I need to count the orders. Okay, now I've got this. Which orders am I going to count? Well, I'm going to count the barracks train orders of the number 0. That is the marine. Again, I should set this to 3 for marauders, to 2 for ghost, I think, and to 1 for reaper. But that's visible at the abilities of the barracks train. Now, do I need to change anything else here? Let's see, compare equal to, that's correct. Value 0 for success, that's also correct. So this was the only thing that I had to do here. Going back to the effect of the train marine, I'm now going to add the validator. New validator, I've named it the train, so it's quite a bit down, here it is, train marine validator. Okay, I've added it. Now that's limited. Now I'm going to add a behavior to target, to make the effect work. The behavior will be auto train marines. I'll click suggest. This will be a buff. Now, what do I need to set? I want it when the building is built initially to start with training marines. There we go. Next, I want it to periodically check if it needs to train a marine. What I haven't done here is remove the cancel button from the training area. I even allow the user to control the barracks at the moment. You could of course take control from the barracks. Now, how often do I want the periodic effect to take place, the train marine? Well, let's let it take place once per second. Every second it will check if it needs to increase the amount of marines trained or not. Now, with this done, just save this. Let's say train marine tutorial. Make that auto train marine tutorial. I've got the tutorial saved on my disk in case the Starcraft editor crashes. Next, I'll add a player 1 and SCV. One thing that I did do but did not show yet, that's also at abilities built in this case. I've changed the minerals requirements for the barracks. Here you can see the 4th spot barracks, the mineral requirement 4th spot. All the requirements actually are 0. And another thing, I don't want to wait till it's done building. I've set the build duration to 0. Well, to 1 actually. So, now to test it. Let's see if it works as it should. Okay. See me here starting the Starcraft 2. Well, it's loading time, so we'll have to wait a bit. Okay, well, I'm going to return to the game because I want to do some actions with my SCV. Let's build the barracks. There we go, the barracks are completed. Okay, I'm missing something. What did I forget? I remember what I forgot. What did I do? I created the behavior. What didn't I do? I didn't set the barracks to have that behavior. The reason why I know this is very simple. If I go here, at this point should be the behavior that I added. It should be above visible. It isn't. That means that I forgot to add it. If I check here, it isn't there. So I'm going to add it. Let's see, auto train marines. There it is. Okay, okay. And let's try again. I'm using the shortcut Ctrl plus F9 to start the testing environment. Again, return to game. And again, I'm going to build the barracks. Barracks is fastly constructed and it is already training a marine. One problem, it will require resources, and I don't have those. Well, if you want to see if I cancel it, 1 second, it starts again. And here it is, the auto train. That's it for this tutorial. I'll probably be making many more tutorials like this one using just the data editor to do stuff. Thank you for watching, and any questions may be posted as comments to this tutorial.